the world's leading luminaries, visionaries, and entrepreneurs reveal the secrets to wealth, happiness, and a deeply meaningful life.
Important attribute is being a good listener.
The world is beginning to realize more and more that spiritual values, which used to be poo-pooed, are actually what make the world go round.
Moral authority is the essence of true leadership, not formal authority. That our conscience is like a divine voice. And if we educate it by studying the great wisdom literature so that we understand the principles that are truly universal and timeless, and if we follow it, we have an internal source of integrity and security.
In your view, what do you think it takes to achieve success in our society?
I think it takes a combination of humility and strength. Humility because you believe that principles ultimately govern the consequences, not you. And strength and courage because you need to be an advocate of powerful principles that do change lives. And I think that if you lack one or the other, humility or strength, you run into problems. Humility teaches you to be reverent toward people, to be deeply respectful, to listen with empathy. Strength teaches you, make your point, have your convictions, share your convictions.
You know, when I look at the 7 habits, I don't think that there's any challenge that one is faced with in life that somehow the 7 habits would not help, impact our response. Perhaps you can tell us how we can use the 7 habits, whether it's in our personal lives or in business.
I think the reason why the 7 habits pertain to whatever situation or context there is because they're based upon principles. And the basic underlying principles are very simple. Habit 1 is the principle of initiative and responsibility. Habit 2, the principle of purpose, having values. Habit 3 is the integrity principle. Habit 4 is the mutual benefit, mutual respect principle. Habit 5 is mutual understanding. Habit 6 is creative cooperation. Habit 7 is the renewal habit. I sometimes call it sharpen the saw. These are principles that are universal. They belong to all cultures, all religions. These are principles that are timeless. They never change.
Would you have dreamt that you would achieve the kind of influence and impact that you've had in communities and cities and corporations? And
I have a feeling of calling about what I do. That's the basis of it. I feel the same with most people. If they would learn to listen and to live true to their consciences, they'd have a sense of calling about what their life is and what their unique gifts are. Their unique voice. It won't come from the social mirror. It'll come deep within your own sense of identity.
So how can you help somebody find that calling? Because I encounter an awful lot of people who don't know what their passion is and how to find it.
I think I would encourage 2 things. Listen a lot to them and teach them to be true to the light they're now given. The more you listen to your conscience, the more demands your conscience will make of you. Just keep following the demands of your conscience. Downstream, You'll have a sense of your voice, of your calling. Don't worry about it now. Begin the process.
Embark on a quest to ignite the spirit, awaken your passion, and turn your dreams into reality. questforwealth.org